gentlemen,
Hi.
welcome to Halloween Daily. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Hello,
Thanks for
hello.
having us. Wow, it really feels like Haddonfield here.
Yeah, well, every day is Halloween here with us. So it's we appreciate you saying that, of course. and and
I
and
recognize something in there,
I
yes.
think these masks might be recognizable
A little bit.
to one of you, maybe. We'll wrap around back to that at the end. But let's talk about this movie, The Exorcism. I love it, and I love the meta aspect that it's an exorcism movie about the making of an exorcist movie, and I feel like you've really assembled a team of actors and performers that are all kind of bringing collectively their experience in Hollywood and just really kind of pouring it into this is what I gathered from it. I mean, we talked to Adam about playing a director, and I feel like he's bringing his years of experience. When did you guys decide that you wanted to take this approach and you were going to make your Exorcist movie about making an Exorcist movie?
Oh, it was almost an accident, I think,
Yeah,
in a way.
yeah.
We sort of stumbled into it. It came out of a conversation with Kevin Williamson that Josh was having. He was a fan of the Final Girls, and he was interested in figuring out how to take our, sort of compulsion for meta horror into a different territory that hadn't, like that hadn't already been seen. Like slasher meta stuff had already been done to death. And I mean, certainly he created the crown jewel of slasher meta horror, right? So and then Josh sort of had a response, and that sort of got the whole ball rolling.
And I think also, I think what I like about genre is you can, I don't know, tell stories about your personal life, about the world, and you can kind of weave them in a way that feels nuanced as opposed to maybe an historical drama. And I like that borderland between, a genre movie and a drama. And I think that there were certain issues that were very personal for me that I wanted to explore.
Well, and I definitely get that. Of course, watching the movie, there is a lot of drama in it, and very just well acted. I mean, the cast is stellar, and of course, knowing your career and your history and your family's history with the original Exorcist film, and that this is kind of meta on top of meta. I think knowing all of that in a
But
way.
talking about it is meta on top of it. I mean,
yeah.
it's just, we're in this.
It's a nesting doll that never ends.
It really is. And but are you guys like fans of the meta genre yourself? I mean, it seems like you are with the Final Girls and with this.
We are, and I think that, look, franchises are the most successful thing right now. And well, I take that back. They're changing, thank God. But I think when we made this movie, it was sort of, well, how do we make a movie these days? And I think if you're able to have some kind of historical title or something at that time, we had an easier chance of getting something made. So not to be too cynical about the process, but there was definitely an aspect of like art and business and that like, okay, how can we do something really cool, but also get it made? And I think the idea of like making a movie that had sort of meta aspects about the original Exorcist or a type of movie that has that legendary mythology, why not? Especially since it's so personally tied to me. And Mark is such a horror lover as well. And it just felt like a natural, but I also think that there's something like in the culture, and I was talking about this earlier, that it feels very real to me that we crave this time that we used to live in. So we take these things that are nostalgic because today is pretty sad and complicated, but we crave the past. We crave these elements that are no longer here and these worlds that have gone.
Being scared in more comforting ways.
Yeah, and I think that meta is about nostalgia because you're deconstructing something from the past in a lot of ways. We're taking an old classic movie and deconstructing it, and maybe looking back isn't good.
Yeah,
maybe sequels are a bad idea. Maybe remakes are a bad idea because I think in some ways we wanted to say that, like, stop remaking movies, stop sequels, stop, like, look what will happen. You will go to hell.
Right. Well, again, guys, I appreciate you taking the time. I love the movie, and if we had more time, I'd talk more about Halloween 3. It's a favorite for us every October. We watch it.
Movie. I love that movie. It's so cool. like as a film goer, I watched that movie and I go,
It's wild.
when I first saw that movie in a screening when I was a kid, I was like, oh God. I knew it was like so weird. And then watching it now as a horror lover and seeing people's reaction to it, I actually think it's a really cool movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's having a whole renaissance, which is cool.
it has. It has. It's had a whole reappraisal recently.
So cool.
It is. It is. Well, this has really been a pleasure, guys. And again, I could talk to you forever, but I know you're super busy today, so we'll save that for another time. But since every day's Halloween for us, instead of saying goodbye, we always like to just say Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
to you. Thanks, man.
I
It was
wish
great to
every
meet
day
you.
was Halloween.
I know, God, right? How much better would that be?
At least once a week.